What's up? If you are here, it's because you decided to join me in the 30 plant-based foods for a week for 28 days. We're doing it in the month of February, Black History Month. No better way to celebrate Black History Month than to get our gut health better. I'll give you a little bit of information about why I'm doing it, and you're gonna hear him a lot because this is my extra appendage, and he was watching Rhymes with Dis and Blachel. He was watching that and I just muted it, but he's still watching, but with no sound, because I wanted to do this video. Heading into the second week of our challenge, I know that the first week posed some challenges, but I just want to give you some tips and then give you some reasons why I did it. So if you have seen Tiger, obviously Tiger is not his real name. It might not be obvious, but Tiger is not his real name. One of his names is Bam Bam, given to him by his dada. Basically, Tiger's pediatrician told us that he needs to be consuming 30 plant-based foods per week. And I was like, what? Probably the same thing you thought when I was like, hey, join this challenge with me. And then I just did the first time she told me, I was just like, okay, girl. Totally ignored her, didn't do it. But now that he's heading into 10 months, he basically is interested in eating solid foods, and I breastfeed. So I was like, okay, let me get serious about this. And not only get serious about this for him, but get serious about it for my health. I was also reading this book, Heal Your Gut, Heal Your Brain. And that kind of made me think about okay, all the foods I'm putting into my body that are harmful, and then all the foods that I could be putting in that are helpful. I've always had this interest in healthy foods, and I juice, I eat food by color, I eat food by season, all of that. So I've always been interested, and I was like, well, I might as well just do it for both of us. Introduce him to food. And the reason he should have 30 plant-based foods per week is for his gut microbiome. Same for us. The best gut is a diverse gut. A diverse gut has all of the nutrients you need to survive, all the nutrients your brain needs to survive, and all of that as well. I also have a history of a past with anxiety, and that's about your gut health and brain health as well. And so I want to make sure that I'm giving myself a real shot at real health. Yeah. What I have decided to do is make sure I get oats in for breakfast, and make sure I eat a lot of vegetables during the week, because I don't want him eating meat. I don't want him eating meat or dairy. So it's basically kind of great that I have decided to make sure he gets good health. Also, I went to the doctor. I went to the primary care physician in October, and how do I say this? I was pre-diabetic. So I was like, okay, Kiera, it's time to get it together. I had my fun postpartum. I still am postpartum, but I want to take this postpartum journey. He might try to breastfeed while I'm on the TV, while I'm on camera, but I'm gonna do my best to keep him off the boob. I tend to give him whatever he wants just so he won't cry. Yep, I'm that mom. Gentle parenting. Here it is. So that's the reason why I wanted to do it. I was like, okay, I've been living my lifestyle. After I had my baby, I was drinking Sprites. I was eating peach cobbler, all the cakes, chocolate. I was eating fried food. It was ridiculous. And it was not something that I always did. And so I wanted to do better. Period. So we're here. All my hair basically was falling out because postpartum. And so I've gotten the Sacred line. I've gotten some stuff, and it's been thickening up my hair. It's been reconstructing my hair. I got my hair trimmed. So, I'm just starting this whole journey again. I've already started. I didn't want to tell y'all that I've already started, but I had already started. So this is my fourth week doing the 30 items a week. And it's really easy to do. You can do herbs and spices. You can do legumes, that's beans and lentils and all that stuff. I'm trying to keep him from this tripod. So my advice to you is to shop. When you shop, buy mixed grains, buy like wild rice, buy quinoa that's like tricolor quinoa, buy salad toppings that have a whole bunch of different things in them. Friend, buy salad toppings that have a whole bunch of things in them. And your herbs, like I get herbs that are on sale at the grocery store that'll have like rosemary, thyme, and sage in it. That's 3 right there. Yeah, so you should buy, I would encourage you to buy like herbs that are mixed together. Your spices, buy a mix of spices. And when you shop for your spices, look at the ingredients and see what's in it. See what's like, if you can't pronounce it, you probably don't want it in your food. And also stay away from MSG, but be generous in your purchasing of things. Like just order the spice. Just get the spice that you wouldn't even normally get. Be like, you know what, I'm gonna try me something different. I also shop at the farmers markets all in my area. I live in an area, thankfully, in a metropolitan area that has a lot of spices. I mean, a lot of farmers markets, and I get to go to those. And I think the one I went to yesterday was mostly Korean. It's an Asian market. I go to a farmers market that is has a lot of East African people, and ooh, that looked like that hurt. But yeah, so I go to these markets, these farmers markets, and I just shop and buy like stuff I haven't tried before. I also shop in season. I try a different vegetable each week. That's one of my things. I'll try a different fruit. I also, yes, so I buy a different vegetable each week. Right now, since it's kind of like cold and flu season, I shop mostly reds and greens. Obviously, root vegetables. Root vegetables are a thing right now. Not reds and greens, reds and oranges. And because they are high in vitamin A and vitamin C, which is good for immunity. I also take vitamin D supplements, but that's because I breastfeed. I also, this week, I just bought parsnips. I guess you cook them, you chop them up and steam them just like you would like carrots. And I don't know, I'm about to find out. But I did also try 2 new fruits. I got persimmons. They're actually really good. I got that. Those were really cheap. They were on sale. I got those, and then I got, so I got parsnip, and then I got oyster mushrooms. I do eat mushrooms in general. I just wanted to try a different style of mushroom, and since I'm trying to move away from eating meat because I want to make sure that he can eat what I'm eating, because he's in that age now where he's like, give me what you got. And so if I'm like sharing my food, I'm not gonna share any meat or dairy with him. And what else? We got papaya. I tried it. I did not like it. I don't like papaya at all, but I'm gonna see if I can like juice it or something. The point is, if you buy herbs and spices or mix your herbs and spices, you get a lot right there. You might get 5 or 6 for the week right there. Plant-based items. And what I have found, I learned all of this from Tim Spector. He's like he started the whole 30 plant-based foods for the week. So I learned that you don't even need a lot of herbs and spices because of their properties, their chemical properties. That's why they're so aromatic. So you don't have to feel like, oh, am I eating enough? Your gut microbiome needs very little of certain items to function. So we'll talk about what the microbiome is at some other time, but right now I just want to like start with the easy part, which is eat more plants, more color, more foods. And then I think that the different species of things matters as well. I got mandarin oranges, and I also have like navel oranges. I'm putting navel oranges in. I juice those. I juice with turmeric, navel oranges, ginger, bell peppers, like orange or yellow bell pepper. I can't remember the other vegetable that I got. I know I got parsnip. Oh, I got mustard greens. Love mustard greens. So basically all I'm saying is add some variety, change it up. One pot meals, I've shared some one pot meals with y'all already. But all you got to do is like make a veggie soup, or you can make chicken and veggie soup. Like, I'm not telling you to stop what you're doing. I'm just telling you to incorporate more of the good stuff, and you'll see what's different. I can already tell some differences in my gut health, but I'll save that just in case it's like a placebo kind of effect. But I will say that I come from a very gassy family, and I have a very gassy gut. And so I'm just trying to change that up. I'm trying to fix my skin, my hair, my brain, my everything. And it all starts with the food that we eat. So hopefully you got something out of this, and you can track this in this app. I think it's called like Plant 30. I'll put it in the comment section or the description section to make sure. I'll put it in the description section to make sure it's the right one. But Plant 30, all you do is check off. I track it in a notes app, and I just use a spreadsheet in the notes app because I'm tracking both mine and his every week. And so my goal is to do this the whole year and just see the differences and start there. Just start with the food I'm putting in my body, change my health around, and we'll see what happens from there. Just make sure you have an intention. My intention is to live a long time because I'm an older mom. I had a geriatric pregnancy, advanced maternal pregnancy, and I had preeclampsia right after I had him. And now that my results have said that I was pre-diabetic, I'm just trying to make sure I turn all of those things around. This is kind of what happens when you have a child at an older age. And so I want to make sure that not only am I alive for him, but he's not burdened with taking care of me, and that I am still young in my body despite what my chronological age is. I want my biological age to still be younger so I can play with my son and be here mentally for him as well as physically. So if you set your intention and you know what your motivation is, you can do this very easily. If you like what I said, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll be back next week with another video to let you know how this week has gone.